That's how long the ball was in the air.
Hollywood's desperate and faltering celebrity, Blake Lively seems to be losing her grip on fame at a dizzying pace. She used to be close pals with Taylor Swift, but that golden chance has slipped away. Taylor, who's usually known for being gracious, is done playing Blake's personal safety net. No more riding on Taylor's shine. No more freebies from name-dropping. According to TMZ's fiery report, Blake's piggyback ride on Taylor's success is finished for good. Without Taylor's protective aura, Blake's future looks bleak. She's already searching for another way to stay in the spotlight, yet that's only a tiny piece of this swirling scandal. Now, making a dramatic reappearance is Colleen Hoover, the internet's latest cringe magnet. She popped back onto social media in a clueless attempt to recast the whole fiasco as some tragic fairy tale. It's obvious why she and Blake connect. They both thrive on messy theatrics. Meanwhile, Ryan Reynolds, typically admired for his charm, seems to be folding under the spotlight. Forced smiles, staged paparazzi moments, and tense efforts to keep up his family man reputation all hint he's scrambling for damage control. But can he really handle this circus? Everything's pointing to a total PR meltdown, and their combined star power can only hide the cracks for so long. Fresh info from TMZ paints Blake as utterly desperate. Her friends are ditching her, and the public isn't cutting her any slack. At last, Taylor's team spoke up, claiming Blake once tricked Taylor into what was supposed to be a casual hang, only for Justin Baldoni to jump out with a heated agenda. Yes, that's the same Baldoni who's tangled in a lawsuit over changes to the It Ends With Us adaptation. Taylor thought she was in for simple girl talk, but ended up stuck in a tense script argument. Now fans aren't sure who's worse. Is Blake using Taylor for clout? Or is Taylor falling back into her pattern of crying victim when things go off the rails? The real bombshell? Blake's weird obsession with calling Taylor a dragon, like they're both in some epic fantasy. Taylor has had enough of that cringe. Meanwhile, rumors say Blake never even read It Ends With Us before landing the lead role, which explains a lot. And people are comparing her situation to Game of Thrones, pointing out how Daenerys Targaryen faced betrayal, hate, and a fiery downfall. Blake might already be halfway there, publicly despised and losing the crowd fast. Once TMZ aired Taylor's version of the surprise meeting, sympathy for Blake nosedived even further. Insiders say Blake bragged that Taylor had cast a young actress for the movie, something totally made up. Taylor's sick of these behind-the-scenes maneuvers. She never signed up to be Blake's scapegoat in the nasty showdown with Baldoni. Taylor built her reputation on raw talent, not shady Hollywood ploys. But here's the biggest shocker. Because Taylor was there when it all went down, she might be subpoenaed. Baldoni's lawyer hinted that anyone present at that meeting could be forced to testify. This isn't just gossip site drama anymore, it's ballooning into a full-blown legal circus. While Taylor seems ready to cut ties, Blake is in full-on crisis management mode. Her PR people keep insisting they're still buddies, but folks behind the scenes say Taylor was furious after realizing how deep Blake's plotting ran. That bizarre dragon thing was the final straw, turning the cringe up to max. Apparently, Blake tried apologizing, there were tears, and they had some awkward hug, but the internet isn't convinced. More and more fans think Blake's just spinning another tall tale. Their once praised friendship might be on life support, especially now that the legal angle could drag everyone into even bigger trouble. Meanwhile, Colleen Hoover quietly reactivated her social accounts after ghosting her supporters. She posted a smug message about sleeping just fine, acting like she never double-crossed Justin Baldoni, her long-term partner and cheerleader. She used to swear up and down that he'd treated Ends With Us with respect, but the second Blake waltzed in, Colleen switched sides instantly. She wiped her Instagram, let rumors run wild, and is suddenly back, talking like she's some wise sage. Her audience isn't fooled for a second. They see it as a blatant grab to stay relevant in Hollywood while dodging blame for dropping Baldoni. She's also putting up posts about mental health and calm hearts, which come off totally hollow. Let's not forget she helped undercut the It Ends With Us movie by letting Blake butt in. All the while, Baldoni stood by her for years, praising her work. Now that Colleen's linked up with Blake, she's pretending she never orchestrated a shady takeover behind the scenes. People online have receipts, and they're calling her out. This entire mess isn't slowing down one bit. Colleen's efforts to escape the backlash just fire people bubble up more, with fans demanding she own up to her part in this high-stakes betrayal. But Ryan Reynolds isn't getting a free pass either. He's been staging these suspicious fan run-ins, complete with identical homemade signs and 0 phones in sight. He's also posting old pics with Blake, acting like everything's perfect. However, there's buzz that he's been traveling alone, leaving folks to wonder if their marriage is as shaky as their public image. With the lawsuit heating up, Ryan seems frantic to distract everyone from the real drama. Digging fans are even starting to suspect he knew more about Blake's tricks than he lets on. From Blake's frantic hunt for relevance to Colleen Hoover's shameless flip-flop, this entire saga is a crash course in how toxic Hollywood can get. Everyone involved is so busy shielding their brands that honesty feels like an afterthought. Taylor Swift, finally setting a boundary, might be the only one who comes out looking decent, but even she isn't unscathed. If the subpoena hits, her personal image could take a hit. Colleen's supporters feel betrayed, Baldoni's lawyers smell blood, and Ryan's squeaky clean dad act is cracking faster than anyone expected. In the end, these wild PR moves and dramatic social media posts only make the flames burn brighter. Nobody walks away spotless, and the drama isn't slowing down anytime soon. Is this the final nail in Blake's Hollywood coffin, or just another chapter in an endless show? One thing's for sure, this train wreck has shattered illusions and might totally shake up celebrity alliances going forward.